Not
Yeah.
checking in?
No, it's not
Oh,
here.
not here, okay.
Yeah, and
Sorry,
nobody's
probably
waiting,
should
I
go.
think there might be one.
All right, everyone, thank you for coming out today. Appreciate you taking the time to take this tour with us. My name is Jeff, I'm the co-founder of Short Term Expeditions.
I'm Todd, the other co-founder.
We have Brandy with us here too, good friend of ours, Psychic Radio. So we will be taking you through the first through fifth floor of this building. This building was built in 1931. It's known as the building for Eloise, and as many of you probably know, Eloise as a whole dates back much farther than 31, dates back in 1839 actually. At its peak, it had 78 buildings across 902 acres. It was initially infirmary for those who couldn't take care of themselves financially when there weren't programs like Social Security, there weren't any government programs to take care of those people. They would go to places like infirmaries to be taken care of.
Or houses.
Yep, they treated tuberculosis here. Eloise was a sanitarium. They treated many other conditions, of course. What's probably most widely known is the psychiatric care that's provided here. Eloise pretty much had its own city, pretty much had its own zip code, its own police station, fire department, bakery, which is right behind this building, was destroyed unfortunately in 2016 by arson. Power plant back there, you name it, pretty much had all. It's a pretty amazing place. A lot of good things were pioneered here. Music therapy for the treatment of psychiatric issues. The first X-ray used for diagnostic purposes was done at Eloise, and probably not in this building, maybe in other buildings, but pretty huge, amazing place. So throughout the tour, the way it's going to pretty much work is we'll spend about 20 minutes per floor. So we'll give you a little speech on each floor with what we know, and if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask us. You'll see rooms with like this yellow caution tape there. If you see something like that, feel free to take photos or video. We just ask that you don't actually enter those rooms because over the last few years, a lot of people have broken into here, they've done a lot of damage, they've broken a lot of glass, and we've been working pretty hard to get it all cleaned up. In some areas, they're still pretty messy. We want to make sure everyone stays safe. If you see a room with a keep out sign, please stay out of those rooms as well for the same reasons. And I think that is about it.
We have Brent and Ryan here if they have any questions.
We're from the Westland Historic Village Park, so we're commissioners.
And they actually have the Eloise Museum is at their
Which used to be right here in the Cape Beard building. So if you haven't been there, off of Wayne Road, definitely recommend checking it out. They've got an amazing museum, lots of really wonderful artifacts that are in great shape, and it's really, really cool to see.
Ain't there a cemetery on the grounds?
If you take Michigan Ave to Henry Ruff and hang a right, it's about 1/8 of a mile, maybe a quarter mile down on the right-hand side. It looks like an overgrown field. Right now, it hasn't been maintained, but the development company who purchased this building also has that property, and they're mapping it out to put an iron fence around it, and it's going to be maintained by Friends of Eloise. So we'll get back to good shape. Any other questions? All right, you can head right this way.
First, I'll cover the managed by Claire. This is the second one. Remember when it opened? This one opened in 1931. Yes, this is the second one. It's setting up a tomb of the original first one. And this was actually set in the foundation of the I have to check.
So you're now standing in the main entrance of the building. Around 1997, it became known as the Cape Beard building. Even though a lot of people over the last few years have broken here and destroyed things, a lot of beautiful things have been preserved and haven't been destroyed, such as these really beautiful light fixtures hanging from the ceilings. There's some stained glass windows over here that are original and not destroyed. And there's some office spaces, there's some cool things to check out this way. Beyond the desk where you checked in, there's a couple more offices down there. If you want to take about 15 to 20 minutes to walk around, take any photos or videos, feel free, and then we'll regroup and we'll all go to the second floor together. We just ask that you please stay on this floor until we move up. Okay?
All of the systems were probably had an office right here, the same office probably, but it was that.
sorry. Okay. Sorry.